getting more and more exciting as the weeks go by, and the West Coast Main Line over Shap by Just Trains is getting nearer and nearer. And here we are on the 17th of October, and this route has been promised to us by the end of the year, so we've not got long to go, have we? And I'm hoping it's going to be sooner rather than later, because these guys keep doing it to me. They keep showing me these screenshots and giving us these dev updates, which are excellent, by the way, but it doesn't do my excitement any good. Honestly, I cannot wait for this one. So essentially another dev update that has come out today. We're going to go through it as we usually do. We'll have a quick look at the screenshots as well. Today is all about the Morecambe branch, so we're going to look at that, and we're going to see what it's all about. But it's a short branch, as we'll see from the description. Actually, in real life, it's a nice little run to Morecambe. It's a really good service between Lancaster and Morecambe, so I'm pleased that this is in. But anyway, let's get into it, shall we? So, welcome to the special dev entry where we take you back to the area where it all began when we released our first ever teaser image for the route, which was of a nondescript location on the Morecambe branch. Many of the community managed to work out the location, which was really impressive to see, and it's amazing that the knowledge in the community always shines through. I've got to admit, I was one of those who instantly knew where this was. I'm so familiar with it. Half the time when these teasers come out, I can't tell you. But being as this is in my neck of the woods and I've been through it so many times, this one was pretty straightforward for me. But reading further on, this 2.5 mile section of route begins its journey at Morecambe North and Hestbank junctions on a triangular style arrangement, which is located just north of Lancaster Station on the main West Coast Main Line. You then travel through the suburbs of Burlane, where the first intermediate station resides. A fully explorable London Midland and Scottish Railway Company Type 11C signal box at the station waits there for you to enjoy whilst watching stopping services trundle by. Upon leaving the station, you'll continue to move further through the local suburbs of Morecambe. Players who own the Blackpool branches route will notice a similar feel here as the Blackpool South branch offered, with the roads running along both sides of the line with housing along the way. This is evident in many of these screenshots. We will see that as we look at the screenshots, and they're exactly right. It could almost be the same route in places. You'll see what I mean once we look at the screenshots. As you move further towards Morecambe Prom Station, you'll reach the junction where the line from the Heysham Port joins. Please note the Heysham branch itself is not provided on the route. The line from Heysham Port was not serviced by passenger trains during the era our route is set in. If you have the West Coast Main Line over Shap in TS Classic, which is not a Just Trains route, you can actually run down that Heysham branch, and you can run freight trains up and down. It's a very short branch line, but yeah, it's worth having a run down there if you can, if you've got TS Classic. Very, very nice to do. It's a shame it's not in this route, but I understand it because this is more about passenger. So it probably would have took a significant extra bit of development time as well, I think, to put it in. But upon arriving at Morecambe Prom, you're greeted by another explorable signal box. This is the Midland Railway Company Type 4B design, and it's the largest of the interior explorable signal boxes. Another feature similar to one shown in Blackpool branches is the Frontierland theme park. You'll notice the Ferris wheel and roller coaster dominating the view as you arrive on the left side of the station. And I mean, obviously that's gone now. Frontierland has gone. I remember going there as a kid. I actually won a prize at school and I got took one Sunday. I remember it being even more rickety and dodgy than Blackpool Pleasure Beach, which is saying something. I don't know if that land's been redeveloped yet, but there was a big patch of land there for quite some time, right next to the station, as it says there. The Morecambe Prom station was built by the Midland Railway Company as the terminus of the North Western Railway, which came from Skipton and first opened to passengers in 1907. This line was known as the Little North Western Railway to help avoid confusion over the similarly named London and North Western Railway. Over time the scene has changed here. It once hosted the overhead railway that ran between Lancaster Castle and Green Ayr, and if you look carefully you might just find a couple of the remains of the overhead stanchions. I didn't know anything about that. I'll have a look into that because I'm not familiar with that. It is some time ago though. An explorable area has also been provided around the seafront of Morecambe. You'll find features such as views across the Morecambe Bay, a lighthouse, Central Pier, the Midland Hotel, which is very, very famous if you know Morecambe, and more. Visiting Morecambe can be an illuminating experience. Illuminating experience? Is that hinting towards some kind of mastery, perhaps? There's a reason I say that, and I will, when we get to the screenshots, I will show you what I mean. This interesting branch features regional stopping and shuttle services from locations such as Leeds, Lancaster, York and Barrow. Finally, an interesting fact for you, the station featured in this route is no longer in use as a rail terminus and is now a music venue. The current day station was opened in 1994 and is located 440 yards, which is 402 metres, further west. And that is it for this dev update. So before we go, shall we have a quick look at the screenshots, because we've got some great screenshots. Here you can see the 101 on its way to Morecambe, and this is what was being said about how the houses follow the track right along, just like on Blackpool South. If you were looking at this right now, if it wasn't for the fact that it said Morecambe on the front, if this was a pacer, you'd have a hard job to know, wouldn't you, whether that was on the way to Blackpool South or to Morecambe from this particular screenshot. As I said in one of the other videos, get some practice in with the 101 if you've not used it for a while, because you may get plenty of opportunity on this route to run that again. Then at Morecambe Station itself, we have got the pacer there, and it's quite a big station, isn't it? That must be a nod, a little bit like Blackpool North. It must be a nod to the larger trains taking holidaymakers from days gone, where you needed a very, very long platform. They do seem very long platforms now compared to the size of a train that comes in. It's busy, by the way. Look at everybody on board there. This is the front at Morecambe, and now when we were saying it's an illuminating experience, can you see these lights that are strung up? I just wonder if they light up at night. They've got coloured bulbs on there. I'm going to say this is going to light up at night. I don't know that, but that would be a very good idea for a mastery tower. You can see here, look, it goes all the way around the back. So you never know. I think this is the station over here. You can see the line going back out. Then, of course, you've got more shots of the seafront. That's where we just were over there. This is the lighthouse, and of course, this is Frontierland over here. You can see the roller coaster is there, and the big Ferris wheel. And then there's Morecambe Station itself. What a lovely building! I've decided to use that as the thumbnail for this video because I was quite impressed with that. Really nice building, that. More shots of, looks like it's from a bridge actually, but more shots of the line, where you can see it running alongside the roadside. And this is, instantly you can see Morecambe Station is down here. So this is the line coming in from Lancaster, and this is the Heysham branch. I think this is the Heysham branch. Have I got that right? The Heysham branch looks very much like this. This is either the Heysham branch or... No, it is the Heysham branch. That's the Heysham branch. This goes off up to Lancaster. So what else have we got? The bridge looking back towards Morecambe. Again, stations over there. There's Frontierland. We've actually got the is that the Pordy Hotel? I can't actually read that without zooming it in. The Pordy Hotel, I think that is. So I'm assuming that is a real hotel, maybe from back in the day. And then we got the crossing at Burr Lane as well, which is all nicely detailed. This is one of the signal boxes. You can actually get in and walk around. So, God, this is doing nothing for my, my anticipation for this as just, doubled looking at these. Again, here we are coming out of Morecambe, and again, I think that's the Heysham branch going off up to there, and this way we're going up to going up towards Burlane and Lancaster. A shot from Morecambe platform with the frontier landing in all its glory there to the left. I wonder if this lights up as well. So the Blackpool Pleasure Beach on the Blackpool branches, we can actually hear people screaming, can't we, as they're going around the roller coaster there. So as you would expect if you stood right next to a theme park, maybe that's been reused again. That'd be quite nice for the immersion. And this is the inside of Morecambe Station. The ladies' lavatories are bigger than the old bar there. Look at that. But there you go. Lovely inside. Lovely canopy as well. Glass canopy there. Another shot of Burlane from the opposite side. Got an old British Rail yellow van going across there. Nice little touch. Again from the other side of Morecambe Station, with Frontierland showing up on the left. And the final one is, again, I assume from within the signal box at Burlane, showing the pacer coming back in the direction of Lancaster, just about to stop, no doubt, at Burlane. There's some controls here. Can we manually control the crossing using these? That would be pretty cool. We must be able to put the crossing up and down with these. I assume that's what that is. That's neat. That's very neat. So, again, you know, these guys are knocking it out of the park, in my opinion. All these screenshots every single time. Just stop right now. Let me on there. If anyone's looking for a tester, Just Trains, by the way, just give me a shout. I'm quite happy to play it a few weeks early. But yeah, I'm sure you're all going to agree that even if you're not familiar with this area, we're going to be in for a real treat with this one. I've said it on every video so far. I just think they're knocking it out of the park with this. There's so much detail been put into it, so much attention. I mean, all that bit at Morecambe on the seafront, if you're just here to drive the trains, that's fair enough. But if you do want to get out and have a look around Morecambe, you're going to be able to do that. And the other thing is that Morecambe is a long way from Carlisle as well. So, you know, just keep that in mind. Just have a look on the map and look where Morecambe is in relation to Carlisle. And it's quite a distance. You get an appreciation for how big the route is. So I need to calm down again. I say this every time, but I'm quite excited. I'm even considering taking a day off work when this releases, just so I can play it all day and we can run it on the channel, and you can join me and share that excitement. I'm sure many of you are in the same position as me with this. So thanks again to Just Trains for that update. It's very, very useful. I love the fact that they're keeping us updated as we go, building the excitement. I will, as usual, put the link to the Just Trains article down below in the description. So if you want to go and check that out and all the other updates that we've had, we had one in September, we had one in August, you can go back. I've also got videos on the channel covering those updates as well, if you want to go and check those out. And see me losing my stuff on there as usual. You're quite welcome to check those out. Thanks for joining me. Thank you for listening, and I hope you've enjoyed this little news update. And take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.